to shield the frail behind the blatant mail. 'Cause from a place now further from grace we fall. Strike for your honor, we are war. Strife in the age of wars. Strike for your honor, we are war. Fight till the fields are full. freezing seas of soot we drown. Come on down to London town. The cogs they creak and the pistons pound. Come on down to London town. Steam train running on a reckless rail, speeding right up to the rising gale. Shuttle harder 'cause we're on your tail. London's bloody cry. Steam train running on a reckless rail, speeding right up to the rising gale. Shuttle harder 'cause we're on your tail. London's bloody cry.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between Clouded Minds and Roll1 eSports. We are here on, you probably just heard, but we are here on Battlefield of Eternity. I don't know what it is. I always forget to put down the map that was picked. No, wait, it show, that's weird. It doesn't show pick up there. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We do go and have some bans. It turns out Roll1 eSports hates fun and has banned out Braxis Holdout, as well as Volskaya, but Braxis is the one that matters. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Dragonshire and Sky Temple being banned out by Roll1 eSports. Nope. Being banned out by Clouded Minds, Roll1 eSports banned the other one. I am super professional and good at this casting thing. I promise. I swear. Here we go into the draft. Hello. I'm not drunk. I'm actually not drunk. I'm just like in a mood tonight. So this is Battlefield of Eternity. This is the epic map of the war between Inarius. I think it's Inarius. I did this last night too. Inarius versus Belith. I know, no fun. The map. What the heck? The most professional? I mean, Linehouse, I still think I've got you beat. I've seen your casts. Boom, the shade. We do have Malthiel being banned out, as well as Kael'thas. Monsieur Von Death versus the Firestarter, Twisted Firestarter. I should enlarge my emotes to see how they look bigger. I was so proud when I drew them, and now they kind of like, everyone else has like emotes drawn by actual artists, and I'm like, oh. Alright, we do have the Blase. I really appreciate you guys banning Blaze, because I think Linehouse would have a conniption if the Blaze talent line looked like it did in the last game he cast. I didn't watch a whole lot of Line's cast. I finished up the other one, I needed food, but I definitely did go in there, and he was talking about, what is this talent? Hello, Hokulele. Hoku, are you okay? Are you back in your house? Are you allowed to go back to your house? Is your house still okay? I have questions of dread importance. Would you go and have Stukov being the first pickup? The Stooky Dookie going to be coming out. Johanna and Anduin, the Team Blonde answering Stukov. I swear, I see Anduin and Johanna picked so often, like as number 1 and number 2. I do just refer to them as Team Blonde at this point. Yada, da, 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 da. Yeah, I play Blaze, and I didn't look at every talent, but almost every talent I did look at, I'm like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? But I'm not here to pick on people. I'm here to celebrate them. I'm really glad you're back, Hoku. I was worried about you. I mean, not like actually worried, not like, I don't know if, oh, I don't know if Hoku can take care of herself. Aw, thank you, Malby. I need to lower that down to like 10. That way I get more big emotes, because I like the big emotes. I keep forgetting to do it, but I need to do it. That way people can like, because the thing is, I like the big emotes, and so it's like, why am I charging people more than I have to do something that I appreciate? That's dumb. So I will try and do that before tomorrow's stream. We do go ahead. Okay, so we have a Nubrak and Li Ming. That's kind of interesting. Li Ming, it's always funny because Li Ming is sort of the counter into a Nubrak. So by picking them together, your cocoon works better. And then also, you don't have to worry about all of a Nubrak's crap on the ground because you can't hit your own beetles. Hanzo and Sonya getting removed. It looks like they don't want to see a Sonya in the offlane. Actually, a lot of attention being paid to Roll1 eSports' offlaner because both Hager and Sonya are removed, and also Blase on the other side. Whoa. Okay, we've got Team Blonde and Team Rin and the correct Tychus skin. Someone tell Ektar that I'm now casting the correct Tychus skin because Ektar gave me a hard time, and then I had to put the hammer down. I wanted to put the foot down, but then I'm not wearing boots, and someone would redeem it, and I have to put boots on, and that would be a whole thing. Also, anyone that rated in, if you talk to me at all recently, I've been like, I'm Rocket, I have a face, and you might be wondering, like, why the heck does Rocket say that? Everyone has a face, but my face is really good now. I really like this face. It's like, it's continuing to heal, and it just looks great. So, hi, I'm Rocket, and I have a face. A Samuro and a Force. What is it with tonight and man with? Although actually, you know what? This is Battlefield, so Executioner does make sense. We definitely have a Battlefield. Vala coming out. So in terms of race, we do have Li Ming can do race if you take the right talents. Rainer is just really good with race as long as you have Executioner. We do go and have the Valhalla coming out of here on most likely Monster Hunter. Not a lot of race on the other side. Is that an offlane Varian? Varian into Samuro? That's a bad time to be Varian. I want to tell you, Varian does not do well into Samuro. Probably why Samuro was picked after. But we're going in. I will get predictions up. Put your money where your mouth is. Tell me who you think is going to win this match, and I will see you in the game. All right, coming into game number 1, we do have representing... Oh, wait, we're already paused? Well, dang it. I don't want to show how people are deploying. I'll be back. All right, here we go. Sorry, the thing was all 5 of them were at the bottom one. I didn't want to just leave it here so they could come and see that. I don't know if they're going to keep it that way, but I didn't want to potentially give away a secret. But representing Clouded Minds here on the blue side, we do have Jungle Rob playing the Varian. We do have Nullius coming out here on the Johanna. Terrasar is going to be on the Speedo Tychus. On the Heart Cloud as well. That's fantastic. Anduin is being played by the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? And then we do have Kian coming out here on the Valhalla. Meanwhile, representing Roll1 eSports, we do have Zod coming out here on the Samuro. We do go ahead and get the Mongoose on Man with Gun, Jimmy Ray. We do have Poe coming out here on the Lee Mingers. Waneba going to be on Stukov. And then Rock Your World does get slowed down a little bit and is playing the Anubarak. Dun 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 dun. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. Alright, we do go ahead. Zod coming through. Jungle Rob is staying very, very far back. Like, not as mentioned, right, Varian does not do super well into Samuro, and I think he does even worse into Samuro before he gets his level 4 talent. I'm going to say something. Now, granted, this is not an actual thing. This is not actual advice. But in just purely the Samuro versus Varian matchup, I think that Twin Blades might be the call. And I always say that because Twin Blades is never the right call. And I've said that in the past. But I actually think that neither Taunt or Colossus Smash is super helpful because Samuro can just, like, weirdly enough, even while he's taunted, he can just switch around. Now, granted, in terms of the map overall, you still want Colossus Smash on the Immortal in order to help with your race. So I don't actually think that's right. And oh my gosh, Rock Your World just getting absolutely like, oh hi, all of the damage right now, right here, right now. Damage in the way. Hello, Tiger. Welcome, welcome. We do go ahead and have Clouded Minds going down there and helping out helping these mercenaries make a very, very important decision about what color they want to be. And they're like, you know what? You're right. We want to be blue. Thank you. We were really, really, really like having difficulty with that. Life is gonna go and keep you down. It's a sad. Meanwhile, we do go and have Jimmy Ray and Waneba moving up here to this camp. To the surprise of no one, I'm assuming, yep, we do have Exterminator Rainer. And then Puncturing Arrow, so... Wait, is that Monster Hunter? I feel like that might not be Monster Hunter. I don't know Vala's talents, and I feel like Monster Hunter may have gotten renamed at one point, but I thought Monster Hunter. Well, no, because you've got the stacking quest, you've got the Q quest. I think that is. I think that's just renamed Monster Hunter. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I always know that Vala wants the Q quest on this map, but I swear it was called Monster Hunter for the longest time. Alright, we do go ahead and have the soak starting out quick. There comes our, oh nice double stun coming out, and Juggerop having to move back as they try and, the Immortal tries to stun them out. We do have a level 4, and actually Varian does go taunt. I was actually expecting Colossus Smash, but that is not what we end up seeing. Terrasar moving in here, roughly even on the soak, and which is very impressive because only Zod is down here. Zod working a miracle. Alright, now they've moved it over and are coming over here. Vala doing everything she can. Yep, we do actually have the blue team does kill off Bellis before Ilarion gets taken out. And we're going to be moving up to the top lane. We do have Johanna and Samuro. So that may be a main tank Variant and actually an off lane Johanna. That wouldn't be super, super, super surprising. Johanna is kind of an offlaner. She's just such a good tank that you can't get Joe away from your tank player. But Johanna actually is a pretty darn good offlaner. And then obviously you wanted Variant up top early on because without taunt, Variant is not a tank. All right, we do have Clouded Mines going ahead and securing the top wall. This is 100% what they were looking for. These freaking uwu clouds. Okay, Anubrak, I know you're a tank, but even you should not be face checking bushes, because you might run into a whole mess of ow. For some reason, I want to say a whole mess of meow because I've got cats, but that would not make any sense. Help! It also actually may be a response to the Samuro, because I do think that Johanna does much better than Samuro, because Johanna can like blind all three of them on a pretty regular basis, which really reduces Samuro's effectiveness. Dun, 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 bum, ba, da. I'm sorry, the song is stuck in my head. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Check top, verify they are not top. They're actually down bottom. I don't know that Johanna knows that though. I'm going to figure it out in just a second. And here, well, maybe. No, okay, they're going to start a very aggressive takedown. Well, Noli is trying to fight with this, trying to hold this back. Man, these teams are so good. It's actually really surprising when the race is this close that both of them are just racing. All right, both teams are actually. These teams are so well matched that they're both taking their camp at the same time, thinking they're sneaky, and then they both did it. Also, can I just say how much I enjoy the uwu clouds? Uwu. I do not make a good uwu voice. Let me try that again. Uwu. It's still not good. Still not good. Tanaya, Tayetama. Little bit of push in here. Meanwhile, it's Terminator Raider making quick work. I mean, earning his paycheck, I guess. Indeed. Hello, Ektar. Also, Ektar. I got my wish. So that's a lot of damage on Vala. Now Vala of course does not have the Gambit talent, so is not going to lose attack speed from that. But still that is going to give an advantage to the side of Roll1 eSports as they go ahead and start pushing forward. Alright, and this time it looks like Belith reigns supreme. Belith going to the bottom lane. Now keep in mind, we do already have Roll1 has taken the fort on the top lane. They did lose the first Immortal. The Immortal pushed through here. But here comes Belith. Yeah, that was super cinematic. You're all really impressed. So that is now the effectively a hat trick on this map. You didn't get all three forts because there's only two, but you did get both of them. So there's a hat called a tri-corner hat. Is there a bi-corner hat? Is that like a little paper sailor hat to you know, for a hat trick with only two parts? Also, hello, Peach. So it does look like we're going to have top lane picked up by Roll1 eSports. Clouded Mines going to be down below. why would you have stream muted? That's rude. Alright, we do go and have Juggerub moving forward. Go ahead and try and get this taken care of. Alright, they are going to go ahead and hearth back in order to try and hold this off. There is the Hyperion moving forward. Goes in and takes out the wall, but they do see the hearth back. Oh! Run away! It's a shadow! Man, Roll1 is just hunting. Juggerub, Juggerub! Remember what we told Anubarak about even though you're a tank, you can't face check bushes? All I'm saying is that Ektar prefers the version of Tychus when he is imprisoned and can't even get out of his armor. I want Tychus not to be a convict. I want him to enjoy his life. I want him to be happy. Ektar is a sadist. Oh, we've got a Samuro. Just being a little jerk over here. This is why I can't stand Samuros. I'll be quite honest. What else Tychus skins are there? I know there is the Suns Out Guns Out skin, obviously, it's the one we're talking about. There's the default skin where he is stuck in his armor. There's the skin where he's infested and has like lost his humanity. Are there any other Tychus skins I'm not thinking of right now? I'm actually working on an argument that Suns Out Guns Out is objectively the like correct skin in terms of what it means for the character. Oh my gosh, okay. We do have Ilarion winning the fight with 195 shields remaining. Frickin' Samuro. Yo, I know you are a Samuro. We do go have Cocoon coming out. Cocoon onto the Varian gets taken out very, very quickly. Samuro in the backline coming around. There is we stand as one. And actually, I'm surprised because Anduin taking that, you've got Anubarak with a double stun, Stukov with a silence, Li Ming with a wave of force, Reyna with a penetrating round. Like, I'm really surprised you would take that ult. I had not noticed before, and I'm not sure I agree with it, but there is the first fort of the game on the side of Clouded Mines. However, while that's happening, we've still got Samuro being a jerk, although does have to beat a hasty retreat. That's really bad because Samuro can get a lot done during this like little interval. They're on the verge of losing both of their keeps. Which is not the best. For those of you keeping score at home, not the best.
I shall land in a moment, as will I.
Alright, a little bit of damage on the noise. Does get out of there. Is slowed, but a very, very nice Hush Puddle is going to come out and prevent that. And it's freaking Samuro again.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Like, here's the problem. Their race is almost even when Samuro isn't with them. So if they send someone to Samuro, then they lose the race. Yep, they're just pushing in both lanes real quick. There's a defense here. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Hush going down. We do go and have Vala strafing through them. About half health on Poe and about 25% health on Rocket World. That is going to give an opening for the side of Clouded Mines to go in and start doing damage to this. However, Samuro, Nully's doing everything they can to try and keep the Samuro back, keep the Samuro at bay. Samuro is so annoying. Although Samuro may also be dead. I guarantee you that felt so good. So good. Why, yes, I am referencing Teen Girl Squad. Fight me. Nullius moving around. Moving around at the speed of sound. Actually, that's Lucio. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum. And once again, blue is okay. Yeah, once again, Ilarion barely edges out of victory over his hated foe, Belith. I'm doing a good job not accidentally saying Belial, but unfortunately, they have to go back and defend their core like all the time. So I don't think that Ilarion will actually get a whole lot done. Though every time, obviously, Ilarion gets stronger. We're going to come out and just immediately be pulverized by Mongoose and Co.
I shall march for Hell's gates.
Yep, got 3 hits on the fort, and of course. Alright, Samuro has once again been put to bed. I swear, and this is not polite, and I apologize, but in my head canon, Samuro is just like an unruly child. I do go have them moving back. There is a camp pushing down through bottom lane. I think they're going to swing down here and go ahead and pick up this camp. I slightly misclicked. And then be able to fight again. Samuro is back up in 5 seconds. Kian going back to go ahead and pick up some mana before we get into it. Yo, I know I am a Samuro. They've seen Samuro, that actually helps them because they would have a big question about where Samuro actually is, but now they don't have to worry about him backdooring, at least not immediately. Oh my gosh, so much damage coming down, but we do have the lightning bolts on Johanna's ult coming through here. There is quite a bit of damage. Zod, super low. We have a nice flaming swipe coming from Wineba in order to try and keep everyone else off. And Zod is so close to being dead, but not quite. Meanwhile, we do have the blue team just laying in to Belith. I gotta tell you, as an offlaner myself, oh, it is so satisfying seeing Samuro die. Can we just have like a exhibition of every Samuro death in NGS season 18? I'm traumatized, you guys. So this is a much, much stronger immortal. But of course, while Samuro is down, Johanna's got to babysit. Their core did go down to 97 at 1%. At one point.
I will cleanse this land from your corruption, Hellspawn. I will bring down the gates of hell.
We have gone ahead and doing 5 fingers to a fist, punching into the enemy defenses. This is a very strong immortal. This does have a lot of shielding, so it will be in ranged mode for quite a while. Boop. Boop. In case you didn't know, that is the universal sound of ranged attacks, is boop. And there goes another keep. But if you look at the bottom lane, you're going to see Samuro starting to push through. Although I might need to be a little bit careful. Like, this is a half-health immortal. 1 core. These shields are gone. We are now down to 88%. Yeah, Samuro does have to come back. There's a lot of damage coming through. Juggerop lands. Rock Your World going down. We have quite a bit of damage coming in there, but I think this should be a retreat from the blue team. Although Nullius is mad. Nullius is like, I don't want to keep playing this game. I want to finish it. Samuro was mean. Because Samuro being mean, Samuro goes ahead and kills Nullius. And we do have 3 catapults down here. And it does look like the majority of... No, everyone's coming across. The extra Samuros tricked me. Why is Samuro going that way? Samuro's not going that way. Alright, they are nearly through the shield, but their opponents are nearly back alive. Only really Johanna being delayed in coming back in, because obviously did get taken out by Samuro just a little bit. Later than everyone else. I hate when I like don't finish the sentence, but I just stop talking like I'm done. So we do go ahead and have everyone starting to move through down here. We'll not get here in time in order to potentially contest. And we do have the Immortals. Coming on up. Immortals. Maledictis.
This realm from your corruption, Hellspawn. Blue team's core is under attack.
I do like and respect just how much the Samuro has had to respect Nullius. Like, Zod has been ganked by the Johanna enough times. I shouldn't say ganked, Nullius has won the battle enough times that Zod is like, okay, you know what? I can't keep trying to fight into this straight up. I have to be annoying. There is Terrasar back here trying to deal with this. You have Varian inside a cocoon. Tychus continue to hold that back. There comes the strafe of the Hyperion. We do go and have Rock Your World moving forward. Big swipe coming out of Poe or 1A, trying to keep everyone back. Guys, don't stand next to each other. I get confused. Terrasar having to go back for health real quick. Not having as much luck fighting against Samuro as Nullius did. However, they've actually pushed them off. Again, they get a little bit of soap, but I think Samuro's going to finish this. And that's one of those things that is in technical terms considered to be bad. Because that is a half shield immortal coming down bottom lane straight onto your already damaged core. Oh, with their base racing, they're saying, okay, we need to end this right now. I do not know that this is the play, although granted their opponents have lost their Nubrak, so they do have a momentary advantage, and they're going in. A lot of damage on the Keon. They're trying to go ahead and move in here. Here comes Odin. Odin is unstoppable, and here comes a lot of damage. They are through the shields. They're down to 30%. I think they may have actually done this. They do go and lose the Vala. They lose the Johanna. 10%. They lose Anduin. No. Terrazar. Yes. Okay, Odin actually manages to end right as the Immortal arrives at the enemy core. Everyone's dying, and then Terrazar walks up with the Odin, starts putting warheads on foreheads. In terms of hero damage, we do go and have Poe leading the way. Poe doing 74,000 damage over the course of the game. We have Mongoose with 56,000 and Terrazar with 48. In terms of the healing, we do have Anduin out healing Waneba. But again, when the top damage is red, the top healing is kind of supposed to be blue. There's more damage to heal. So that's certainly nothing against Waneba. Not a statement of skill. But both of them are doing quite a bit. I mean, that's the thing. The top damage in the game was 74,000. Both healers topped that. So yay. In terms of experience contribution, we do going to have Zod leading the way. Not surprising. Zod was in the lanes the entire freaking time. It was very, very, very disheartening for the other team. But here are the talents. Copy them down. Take them to Storm League. Get all of the amazing and epic victory. And I will see you in game number 2.
Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away, don't fade away. Amnesia, you've got this burden to bear now, hiding away from the world. But deep down behind that disguise that you wear now, I see a lost little girl. So trust your little signs, don't you be afraid. Just a little time, gonna make it fade. Your heart is gonna shine and you're gonna make us proud. Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away, don't fade away. Under your favorite full moon. Under your favorite full moon. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but you're growing stronger every day. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away, on your shoulders. Stay, don't fade away. Drift on the frozen face of time.
Wait, what? That is not copy protected comments? I don't know what you're talking about. That's probably because I tabbed out in between games in order to reduce the cost of enlarging an emote. And then while I was out, I'm sure I saw something and it's like, oh, you can't broadcast that? I'm like, I'm not. It was on a different scene at the time. We do go ahead and have Malfield being banned out first and foremost on the side of Roll1 eSports. The fact that they are getting first pick means that they did not pick this map. So Cloud9 is trying to bring them here in order to, I'd say cinch this, but in all honesty, Cloud9 was losing that entire last game. Everyone's a little flat on that side. We do go and have Blase and Kale Thoughts. I think these are the same bands as last time, which does not surprise me. Whenever you have a game that ends up as a base race at the last second, where the team that was losing ends up winning, I kind of feel like the team that lost is like, well, we don't need to change anything. We're good. Just don't let them do that one thing.
Victory above all.
Victory above all. So are we going to see Janduin? And Hana? Maybe not. This is a very different map. You kind of have a double soaker and a 4-man. Yet they start off with the Varian this time, and they are going with the correct Tychus. I shouldn't say the correct. I mean, that is my preference. But correct is wrong. Everyone can have their own opinions.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
For the frozen throne.
Ektar is correct that there might be some people that don't want to like see that kind of objectification, and I respect that opinion. However, for me, it's like that's an option that exists in the game. It's not the default. Whereas treating women like that is the default. So I still, if anything else, I almost treat it like a meme. Like, yeah, how's it feel? Okay, they do get rid of the Anduin. So, man, Team Blonde making a no-show. We do not have Anduin at all, and we have not seen Joe yet. So, pick me up before we Joe. Although that said, I don't foresee Joe coming out, because Varian sure can't double soak, and Joe can't double soak. So the offlaner is going to be a Sonya, or a Diva, or a Zul, or a Leo, or a Dahaka. And we actually do have Joe. What the heck? Nolius, I just said we weren't going to have a Joe this game. Oh my god, stop making me look bad in front of my friends. Da 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 da. Yeah, my hair's dumb. My hair's being real dumb right now. Regardless, we do go ahead and have Sonya. Okay, so it is going to be Sonya versus Dahaka. Jaina are the last. So I do feel like there's definitely more damage coming out of Roll1 eSports than there is out of Cloud9. We do have one more person coming out. Yeah, I was gonna say they don't have a healer yet, so unless they're going to go for like a double bruiser assassin, the double assassin thing, because Dahaka is definitely the double soaker, which means that both Varian and Johanna are in the bottom lane, so they're really putting a lot of their Well, thank you very much, Ruffian. Ruffian, come in being nice to me. How dare you, first of all? See in game.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
All right, coming into game number 2, we do have representing our blue side of the battlefield, Muffin Man going to be on the right wing. Jugger Rob is going to be on Varian. We do go and have Nullius coming out here on the Jojo, Kion on the Hecken Dahaka, and then Terrasar is on the Tychus once again. Tychus definitely coming in clutch at the end of last game. That Odin giving the extra little bit of damage. I remember a lot of times that happened, Malby. We do go ahead and have Zod coming out, going top lane immediately, playing the Sonya. And as I say that, stops going top lane. We do go ahead and have Poe going down towards the bottom on the Junkrat. We will see Rock Your World on the Andubarak. Mongoose coming in on Jaina. Waneba coming in on the Stukov. Is that everyone? I want to say that's everyone. I'm not positive. I got Junkrat, I got Stukov, Jaina. Yep, okay. For some reason I felt like I only said 4 names. It was a problem. Making a note here, not a success. Alright, so Junkrat is standing back, trying to go ahead. There are 2 people in their lane, so does not want to step out into unnecessary danger. Make that 3 people in the lane, but Varian turns right back around. You on the middle. Oh, we actually have to rotate up. Are they looking to gank Dahaka? That's a very early gank. Dahaka potentially sees it coming, though. Nice body block. But you can't body block Dahaka. But Sonya comes through with the big old slam and knocks him out from behind the wall. They're going to push through. They're going to use the Rock Your World's Beetles in order to go ahead and get a lot of damage done. But while this is happening, we do go ahead and have Cloud Mines stealing their camp. Do a little giggle. Do you remember the old days whenever you actually, like, if you put down Stukov's silence, then the minions were not able to charge? Like, apparently their run forward and explode was considered a spell by the game, so you could silence it. Alright, we are looking down below. Oh, wisely moving back, not putting themselves... Oh my gosh, and Dahaka again? Run, little ducker. Gotta get out of danger.
The altars will rise shortly, heroes.
They are just focusing on top lane right now. I almost feel sorry for this Dahaka. Dahaka's getting bullied, and I feel like Roll1 is mad about what happened last game. Trying to convert this real quick, but meanwhile down below. Ah. So they move some driving down here. I like this. They know other, well, maybe not. I was gonna say they know their opponents are all top lane, so they should be sending people up, and now they're going up there because Dahaka's like, Dahaka is not gonna be able to get this. There's no way they're going to leave that one, However, they do delay it long enough for Brightwing to teleport in, and it will actually be a double turn-in on the side of Clouded Mines, knocking their opponent's score down to 34. However, because they only control 3 altars, it is actually 35 to 34. Because even though they only got 1 turn-in, it was a 5-point turn-in compared to 2 3-point turn-ins. Look at me teaching you math. You can thank me later.
Oh, just leave this here. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, bunches of damage. Rock and roll. Oh, but Nullius, actually, Nullius does go ahead with the Johanna, and that is going to be a kill onto the Anubarak. Waneba is not able to go anywhere. Dahaka is mad. Dahaka's gotten ganked so many times in this game. Dahaka's like, no, I will stand here. I will stand in the way. You will not get around my bony dino butt, and we are going to take all of y'all out.
The altars are rising, heroes. Do get ready.
Now this is a very, very short death timer. They will both be back and in position by the time this comes up again. Dahaka trying to convert top. Looking at our level 1 talent, that seems generous. We do have enhanced agility, so it is going to be the race car build.
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
That reminds me, one of the people on my team refers to Monstrosity as the RC car because the Abathurs just kind of like drive it around like an RC car. But the problem is, every single time they say that, I immediately and continuously think of like the race car build on Dahaka. So I'm always like looking for a Dahaka when they say RC car. Muffin Man getting a turn in. So this way, it's still within 1 point because they keep, this time they traded, and so before they were like 1 point ahead, now they're 1 point behind, because again, 5 and 3 is 2 numbers apart.
Will not give up so easily.
Sonya up here, going to go ahead and deal with this. Sonya did not take the mercenary talent, so won't get this quite as quickly as she otherwise could have. Leave Dahaka alone! That's what you get? Being mean to Dahaka? Like, that was just so like, oh, I'm gonna run around under cannon fire just to be able to gank you. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, you save top, but is top what you want to save? Because you're losing bottom, and bottom is way more important in lane. Hello, Line Bus. Welcome. Glad to see you. They're doing pretty well. They are trying to convert this down here. There's a big group over here. Dahaka is starting to push this back out. They really, really want to get Dahaka, but they're not going to be able to. And they do have to start moving down towards this. It is now 4-4, and so they will fall behind. They also have to worry about these sappers that are moving forward. So I think they may end up giving this up.
Take the altars and put an end.
But they don't take the extra damage from the sappers.
Let the grave keepers know my power. Red team has destroyed a fort.
I know it's an all thing, you're so like, oh cool, and I can just move out, and then like, there's another wave already. Alright, we're about, I'm not sure why they're posting up here. There's like, that's not gonna be there for another minute. And once again, these guys, legit, I have to ask, did Dahaka like, they seem very angry at Dahaka specifically. Alright, they will go and pick up this boss, knocking their opponents down, because right now it is 27-27. Johanna coming up here to test this is going to see it, but there's going to be way too late to do anything about it.
The altars
Bop, 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 bop. Good job, Juggerob. Learned from last game. I say that so condescendingly, and I don't really mean to. Now they do go ahead and have Sonya down here, and of course that is seen by their opponents, so their opponents know they can be a little bit aggressive. Fight 4v4 into this. There's Kian. Kian goes ahead and gets hit almost immediately. Now Poe actually used that and it immediately detonated, which I'm not sure is what they wanted. So they're moving in. They did go ahead and get a 5-shot. Now it is a 4 versus 4, but they do convert bottom, which means Sonya will be on her way. However, Terrasar trying to go ahead and get this converted in. This will be another 4 shots, and it does finish, knocking their opponent's core down to 18.
Hero slain. Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeeper's core.
Terror. Terror. Terrasar. I actually did not think he would get away. Well, hello, Vanador. I'm glad to see you. Vanny Raid, party of 1. Vanny Raid, party of 1. Okay, that actually sounds like a different... I'm saying a different word than Vanny. I should be careful. Should be full of care. So right now we do have Cloud of Mines with a slight advantage, about 5 shots. Roughly even in kills, 4 to 5. And both of them level 15. About a half level lead on the side of Cloud of Mines. So I would say if I had to put money, I would put money on Cloud of Mines, but I would not feel confident about that bet. Especially not after game number 1. Alright, here comes Rock Your World moving in, getting a lot of damage, and that's going to be Brightwing going down. Tychus cannot move. Tychus is kind of caught, but will actually get out, I think. Ooh. Man, Rock Your World is like, I want this convict. Now, this is actually really, really, really bad. Remember I just said Cloud of Mines had a technical advantage? I'm not really sure that's true anymore. Although, Dahaka may get this turned in. Now, they are down to 3 shots, but it's still better than losing them. So this will knock them down to 50. I mean, yeah. Oh, you need to turn that in? Okay, I actually missed what Sonya was doing here. Or not Sonya, Johanna. I always do that. The Diablo girls always confuse me. So down to 13 to 15. This game is so close. However, there's one problem. It's supposed to be the last game of the series, and that only happens if Cloud of Mines wins. So they will have so much egg on their face if Roll1 wins, and they have to go. Although, yeah, okay, Cloud of Mines did pick this map. I had to think about it. Had to do a heckin' think.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
So now the tunnel is open.
What? I mean,
Secret tunnel.
I'm open to my tunnel as well.
I guess not really a secret tunnel. It's like, it's not really a secret. It's right there. Although the number of my teammates, even my actual teammates, that forget that tunnel exists. Oh, so much damage going through. And yeah, Roll1 is just trying to fruit roll this up. That's another triple kill on the side of Roll1 eSports. And that definitely, I don't think they can end the game off this, but they can come real close because they can get 6 shots off of this, which will knock them down to a single turn-in, which is there. And, ooh, yeah, like the spawn, Ultra will spawn before everyone is up, though they can come through the, tunnel. They're not taking this, though. This would put them in a win condition, but they're not taking it.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the altars before you.
Let the assault begin.
Forgotten tunnel.
This bomb's for you.
Heck into Hakkas, heck into Hakka. Oh, they've got the Headless Horseman involved. I don't know that they meant to, like, be fighting him. Big leap coming in. There is the Ice Ring coming out. Catches two people. Brightwing is taken out. Junkrat is also taken out. It is 1-for-1 at the moment. There's protected, by the way, coming out of Juggerab, and Keon running through. Sonya runs up north. Surprisingly enough, they do actually abandon the boss. Neither of them really want to fight it. But that is a dangerous boss on the map. That is 4 shots. And keep in mind, our blue team has 5 health. So 4 shots is, as they say, a lot. Although at the same time, Roll1 eSports has 5 altars. So all they need is a single altar and the game is over, whether they get the boss or not. Now, level 20 is not yet had for Clouded Mines. Single altar phase, that is somewhat good. Juggerab does protect. Big ol', but the area clear does miss. Pterosaur does have to use Odin, and oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping Varian would get out of there. Not that I like specifically want Clouded Mines to win, but it makes for a much more impactful. Like now their backs to the wall. Johanna coming in. Where's everyone else? Yeah, I'm not sure why everyone wasn't there. Like, that was make or break. But game number 2 does end with Roll1 eSports coming out victorious. So we will be moving to game number 3. Requisite. Hey, I have a face. I'm sorry, I will stop eventually, but it's going to be a long eventually. I'm just going to tell you. Oh my god, look at Keon. Dahaka, highest siege in the game, highest self-healing in the game, highest soak in the game. Wow. Would you go and have in terms of... Oh, that's a stat line. Every single hero on the red team did more damage than every single hero on the blue team. Like, that's in order. That's a woof. I have not seen that in a while. But Mongoose coming out with 37,000, Zod coming out with 35, and Junkrat also with 35. In terms of healing, as we Muffin Man does lead the way, which I would hope so. 51,000 versus Tukov's 44,000. And then experience-wise, we already talked about the Heka. No, I will stop eventually, Malby. It may be when I stop streaming, but I will stop. Talents, we got those. Talents, that seems generous. I will always do that, but. We do go ahead and have moving around at the speed of sound. Our creator is surprising. We do also have Giant Slammer. I feel like that's such an out-of-date talent, but a lot of people are taking it. And then No Escape. Hey, me with the face. I will see you all in game number 3. I held up the 2, but then I caught myself, and then I caught myself. Wrong button.
just a tired old sinner. No chips left on this shoulder. No pride in growing older. But when your borrowed time is through, I'll be with you. Redemption blues. No man can truly outlast all the mistakes of his past. There's no haven here for me that's safe from my memories. But when your borrowed time is through, I'll be with you. Redemption blues. I'll be with you. Redemption blues. I'll be with you. Justice ain't no lady. She's a twisted, battered whore. Redemption, she's dead and bruised and naked on a bloodstained wooden floor. I'll be with you. Our days are over. Time to change around this part. Redemption. There ain't no more cowboys, only men with violent hearts. Redemption blues. Ooh. Redemption blues. Redemption Well, my friends, it's been a long, long time. But we're still kicking and we're in our prime. Out of the glare of the limelight, walking the path of the wise. We got the plan for a new fight, flying the frantic skies. Whoa, sending out a call. Whoa, watching over all. Yeah, we're gonna get the gang back together. It's getting closer. Get the gang back together. Keep watching on.
Oh, hi. So we're here on Alterac. So remember what I said about like going to towers and not having to be the last game of the series is a mistake? So, well, Cloud of Mines just couldn't close out. Though again, I feel like Cloud of Mines took first pick and Roll1 went there, which is weird. You can't go to towers when it's not the last game of the series. What are you doing? Regardless, though, we do have first pick on Cloud of Mines. Cloud of Mines, after losing that, did opt for first pick, which does mean that this is a Roll1 map choice. Aww. Lime, how dare you? I mean, that makes sense. Lime is a very, very jealous person. Lime is constantly being like, how come you'll visit, like, you know, the other people on your team, but you won't come and visit me? And I'm like, you live on the other side of the planet. You should come see us, because we're all in the same general area. We do go ahead and have Junkrat and a Nubrak being banned out. Malthiel continues to be the ban coming from Roll1 eSports. Who will the second one be? Now that's definitely a new one for Nubrak, and Nubrak has definitely made an appearance in a couple of games of the series. As you can see, Koala, we do go ahead and have Cloud of Mines and Roll1 both at 1 game apiece. There we go. You have never come and seen me? Don't lie, Lime Bus. I wouldn't know if you would come to visit me. I'm so glad I started remembering that was Koala. For the longest time I was like... Olaka Koha. Like what? Owaka Aloha? Stugov is also the first ban, or banned out by Roll1 eSports, which is interesting. It's usually their first pick, but obviously they didn't have first pick, and they did not want it going to the enemy team. Sonya is picked up, as is the Sand Mage. I don't know what I'm allergic to. It'll be a really small NGS meetup. Now, I'm too busy getting a lot of surgeries, but hey, we have a new person in chat. I am so sorry, you guys. I'm obsessed, but koala. I have a new face.
For the alliance above all.
It's amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. Da, 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 da. And you might be like, oh, well, I mean, that's just the filter. I won't turn the filter off. All the filter is doing is like giving me makeup. It's amazing, and I love it. Like, I do like the makeup, but that's literally everything it's doing. So I haven't been casting as much, and so I don't know if people come in here and actually seen that my face is amazing. Look at my face is amazing. And everyone in chat is like, we have no choice but look at your face, you make it take up the whole screen. Sorry, not sorry? We did go and have Vala being banned out. We did have Murden and Anduin picked up, so the trust issue healer, as well as the fuzzy little guy. Fuzzy little guy. We do go and have ETC being banned out. That was surprising, but I don't see a lot of ETC, but obviously there's some Theronda. And then Tychus. I'm not going to say it this time, Ektar. Ektar hasn't said a word since then. I think I offended them.
Victory for the Forsaken.
I think Ektar is afraid of the human body. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Spreading rumors. Terrasar on the Sylvanas, and we do have interesting, Yrel. That is not something I've seen before. So Yrel against Sonya. I actually think Yrel beats Sonya. Yrel, like, Sonya is better at healing, but Yrel just never seems to take damage. She's nuts. Biggest issue Yrel has is that she's a mana hog. me, Moby, have you read his books? Because I've read Tychus's books. My opinion is informed. I would have Diablo as the final one. So here we go into the game. I will get predictions up one more time. Put your money where your mouth is. Koala, you're going to have to pick. If you're going to bet, you have to pick one side or the other. And I will see. Why am I feel like I need V8 juice. Every time I gesture, I'm like super off center. But oh well, I'm off center. It's a thing. All right, going into game number 3, the rubber match, the final match of the evening, the one to decide who gets 3 points and who gets 1. We do have Juggerab coming out here with Mirrodin. We have the Muffin Man on the Anduin. We do go ahead and get Terrasar playing the Sylvanus. Nullius coming out here on the Hogair. And then we do have Kian on Yrel. I really like this Yrel skin, actually. This is the Mecha Yrel. I forgot how to... I remembered. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the battlefield, representing Roll1 eSports, we do have Diablo, played by Rock Your World. Mongoose coming out here on the Taiki. We do go ahead and have Waneba playing the Duranda. Up top, we have Zad on Sonya. And down the bottom, we've got the Sand Mage Poe. Standing just out in lane, like, come on, come at me. I'm under my towers. What you gonna do about it? The answer is not much, apparently. Sylvanas is their only DPS. Hogger can definitely do some damage, but yeah, it's going to take a bit to scale into that. Because they are running into a Tychus and a Chromie and a Sonya. And I think Sonya out-damages a Hogger. Though, obviously, Hogger does let them take camps very aggressively. Aim a Hogger. Get ready to bounce. Now keep in mind that was Hawker by themselves. Meanwhile, both Sonya and Waneba came over here in order to take care of this, and they weren't even half done by the time Hawker did it by himself. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. As I'm saying, I'm like, in terms of assassins, yes, they only have Sylvanas, but like Yrel is not really a DPS character. I'm not saying Yrel can't do DPS, but I wouldn't expect Yrel to do a ton of DPS. But a like Hogger, yeah, absolutely. Part of me is like, I don't know if they can do that because of copyright, but then they gave like Captain America Rainer skin. Never got one for Joe though. Alright, we do have the camps coming up. Most of the time I see these camps completely ignored by both teams for a little bit. Usually until 7, if not 10. And by camps, I mean the objective, not the, null camp. The null camps don't get ignored at all.
All right, lads and lassies, keep our prison camp from being captured and get our soldiers out of the horde.
And now Zed trying to do this all by himself. All by himself. Would you go and have Mongoose up here trying to hold back the wave? Making sure that nobody's losing soak? And there come the Knolls. Keon moving heaven and earth. There goes this one. But that's the thing. Like, this is at 125. This one is already at 105. So they're 20 seconds ahead. And that will just build over the course of the game. As long as Hogger's there, like, on time every time. RT if you're on time every time. Meanwhile, you know what? I said they would ignore this until 7. And they said, no, we won't. Don't tell us what to do. You're not my mom. I'm like, you know what? That is fair. However, oh, they do get it with 1.1 seconds to go.
Fight back and claim the prison camp.
Alright, we go ahead and have this one being challenged. Anduin tries to come in. Oh, Anduin comes in order to get the interrupt, but does not make it out. Diago was on top of them, and Roll1 goes in and gets the first kill of the game. As Anduin goes down, Poke goes ahead and starts channeling this in. Alright, once again, they turn around. Nolius takes a bunch of damage, but Hogger goes down. Keon going ahead and moving in. But that's the thing, like, they managed to stop the objective, but they're kind of bleeding for it. They've lost 2 people so far to Roll1. And that's the thing, keep in mind, that Clouded Mines, I'm not going to say they're the worst team, but I am going to say that Roll1 won game number 2. Clouded Mines stole game number 1. So, they definitely have something to prove here. Although apparently this is how they prove it, as Zad goes in, tons of damage, and that is going to be a dead zone. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No, there's no, how? Zad, you cheating? This is the moment in practice where I hear, I don't want to know how many hit points you had. Do not tell me. There we come back. Okay, so there's Clouded Mines going to say, oh, we have something to prove, do we? Do we? Check this out. We just killed a demon. We're trying to move down to the bottom lane. Very, very smart. They are going to every lane, and there are level 10s on the side of Roll1 eSports. Looking at talents. We do go ahead and get Mind Control coming out. Avatar, Ardent Defender, Ortopult, and Light Bomb. Zad coming up there. Zad is here to fight. Zad's like, I don't care that I don't have level 10. I'll fight you. I'll fight you in the street. And now level 10 is obtained. We do go ahead and get Chromie. Chromie already took the Temporal Loop. We do have Apocalypse, Leap, Dragon Laser Drill, and Starfall. Alright, that is going to be a double fort being taken down by the side of Clouded Mines. Roll1 eSports trying to push back, but they haven't really, like, have they even gotten a wall damaged? No, they haven't even touched anything yet. Juggerop goes ahead and jumps out of danger. Danger Mouse. was very mean. Poor little gnome. I do have to say though, as you know, whenever I play, I love getting people stunned inside the slow, because the slow stacks longer you're in it, and if you can't move, then suddenly you just can't get out. So it does look like we've got bottom boss being taken right now by Clouded Minds. Top boss is being flirted with by Roll1, but not actually moved upon. There's the absorption shield coming out. It does go ahead and prevent them from taking damage, but that will be down for about 2 minutes. However, now we've got blue team coming up. Blue team may get there. They haven't actually started boss until it was picked up bottom, and they don't have Chromie. Checking on that, they're halfway there, and the boss is just over halfway dead. Big old light bomb coming in there, and there's a dead Tyrande. That means they have no healing, and they're starting to move into this. There is the mind control. Mind control does miss, but moving through, and there's a ton of damage onto Roll1 eSports. The boss is taken, the demon is down, and everyone but Chromie, who had the foresight to not be at the battle. Reminds me of an old joke about Resident Evil 2. This is very, very specific. I'm sorry if you have never played Resident Evil 2, but there's a character in the game called Hunk that shows up in the extra scenario, and people are all like, where did Hunk come from? Because we have a cutscene of the Hunk's unit getting just absolutely destroyed. Like, and the ongoing joke is, it's like, oh, Hunk went for sandwiches and came back. It's like, sorry guys, oh my god. And it's just, the Chromie reminded me of it. Very long joke for not a lot of purpose. It's a food truck, you know, and it's always on the go. And we have yet another goat riders coming across.
Time to show them what the Stormpikes can do. Let's do this.
We're not going to have a repeat of Raka not knowing the goats and sheep were different things. Alright, there's that pushing in. They're trying to go ahead and get a keep down. All 3 lanes are getting pushed pretty quick. Yrel did very, very smartly work on the bottom one. So that one is defended. The wall down here is gone. Chromie trying to go ahead and get some damage done. I'm just going to check real quick. So Malby did ask, is Sylvanas their only source of damage? And yeah. Well, actually, I was saying Hogger was the one that would do damage, not Yrel. But Yrel is only about 2,000 damage behind Sylvanas. So you know what? Shut my mouth. Alright, and they do take out the top lane. Middle lane is down to about 75%. Bottom looks like about 33%, but I'm not going to go check it right now. So we're right in the middle of a lot of things. Kian going ahead and running away, getting the heck out of there. Going out of this place, if it's the last thing I ever do. Right, they are moving in. Trying to put some pressure onto the middle lane by taking out this camp in order to let theirs walk through, as this is not up yet, and it hasn't come up on the timer yet, so it's going to be a bit before it's available. Murden should jump up and just stand on the mountain. I'm king of the world! Alright, that is coming up. I do love that it says prisoners located in 20 seconds, but yet you're marking it on the map. I feel like you already located them. 3-level advantage right now for Clouded Mines. This is the most one-sided game we've had, but keep in mind, Clouded Mines did win by stealing a victory in the first game, so it could happen again. Oh, hello, Valcomer. We are here in game number 3. You're about to see the epic conclusion of Clouded Mines versus Roll1 eSports. Right now we are 1-1, though definitely Clouded Mines has an advantage in this game. They're currently up about 2 levels. I don't know what they're doing, though. I guess they're just trying to not to fight before 20, which makes sense. But at the same time, like, if I were them, even though you're not supposed to take a fight right before 20, you're up 3 levels. Like, you have 12% more hit points and 12% more ability damage. Like, I get not fighting, 19 into, like, when you're both 19, because it kind of sways the battle, but... I was gonna say, like, if you lose this objective because you're waiting for 20, I really feel like that would be a misplay. There is the light bulb. Nice move by Diablo. Moved almost instantly. I don't think it knew that it was coming. It was just a happy accident. There's the jump in by Zod. Zod doing a lot of damage to Nullius. Nullius going to knocking that back, and that's going to be Sylvanas taking out Sonya. The Barbarian is down. The Barbarian is down. They are capturing once again. Level 20 is online by Clouded Mines, and they have not lost a person. Here they come. Although there is a Dragon Laser Drill. Nullius takes a bunch of damage. That's to run out, as does Yrel. Yrel's super low. There is Rock Your World. Rock Your World goes ahead, and they actually do lose the objective. Although there is Hog Wild, although not getting a lot of value because he has to go so far between the two people. They were wonderfully split, but that is a triple kill. Though Diablo will come back almost immediately. Trucky. Alright, there are still 3 defenders up, and obviously they're not pushing into the different lanes because, well, these guys are pushing out. I love that this guy outside of it is coming down. Chromie does get taken out. The boss is down to about 60%. Mongoose is looking, trying to defend this. There is Zod. We do go now. Tyrande is back up. Does go ahead and hit with the owl. I don't think that's a shrinking owl, though. Lots of damage going through, but that is a kill on Yrel. And oh my gosh, there goes, that is going to force them back. Game does not end right now.
You seek to draw the Frost Wolf General from his fortress?
Look at that HP climb. However, unfortunately, these guys will do a whole bunch of nothing, it looks like. They had to push the entire lane back. And this one gets cleaned up by the towers, it looks like.
This is the last blow you strike against the Horde, dwarf.
So they will be able to get one of these towers down, and this is at least a tower that will stabilize the lane, because the other 2 lanes are getting pushed like crazy, because they have no keep, and their opponent hasn't lost the fort yet. Alright, both teams are now level 20. They're fighting on even talent tiers. Does look like they may be splitting bosses. I'm not sure though. They're starting to snake their way down while their opponents are moving on to a boss. Hogger is sounding the alarm right now saying, they're coming through the middle! And they do disengage from boss. And now, okay, no, they were just checking. I'm like, are they going back in? Both of these teams being so careful. They know that even though there's a very, very sizable lead for Clouded Minds, bad team fight, they can come straight through bottom and potentially threaten into the game, or they can, at the very least, rebalance a lot of stuff. Alright, they do catch the very edge of the Tychus with that leaping. There's the mind control, and bye-bye Tychus. Bye-bye Tyke. A lot of damage though. We do have a pullout onto the Hogger. Juggerop goes in there, does go ahead and slow down the Diablo, gets stunned by the APOC, but did go ahead and have shield up. There is more trust issues, and that's going to be a kill onto Diablo. That may be it. 2 kills is a lot to come back from. Wanipa having a hard time getting away. Did get caught by the wall, and there goes the Ronda. I will never stop getting tired of saying that. Mind control is back up. They have to be careful. Only 2 of them are here to defend this. And the boss hadn't even fully healed up yet. They'd gotten pushed sometime in the near future. There's the mind control coming back. A lot of damage onto the Sonya. 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 Zod? Nice crater. Oh, but Chromie actually picks up. There's 2 kills. Now, granted, that's a lot of work to do. Chromie is all by themselves, all by their lonesome. But here comes Mongoose. They're not alone anymore. Boss is down to 5,000 health. Boss is down to 3,000, 2,000. Can they hold this back? Chromie goes down. I don't think they can. And there goes Boss. And game number 3 goes in favor of Clouded Minds. Hogger standing triumphant at the end, champion of Elwyn Forest. I will be right back. Let me see if I can set up a interview.
Face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. We have so many wonderful stories. I have studied the mind of this bat. A hero with no praise or glory, just his cape and his cave and his We are 2 of a kind, violent, unsound of mind. You're the yin to my yang, can't you see? And if I were to leave, you would grumble and grieve. Face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. You'd be lost. You'd be lost.
Back over here. Okay, we are here. I am joined by Kian of obviously Clouded Minds. How you guys feeling right now? Kind of a dumb question, but oh my god, that series?
I mean, obviously it feels really good. All the props in the world to Roll1, they always are tough, and they really showed it tonight. So it was definitely hard fought, and we're just like collective sigh of relief at the end on the second call there. At the end.
Okay, I'm very much like not to dwell on it too much, but I was not too sure about you guys going into game number 3 because honestly, like, you lost game 2 and you kind of stole game 1. So, I was not sure what you bring to game 3, but then game 3 you look like a whole different team. Is there anything specific that you guys changed other than, whoops, almost all bruisers?
It may have been whoops, almost all bruisers. No, it's like the entire night we had a game plan, and like, you know, game 1 was like probably back and forth a little bit, and then we had that pretty ballsy core call, and then that worked out. And then like game 2, they threw us like just the kitchen sink and threw like random stuff that worked, and we weren't prepared. But like game 3, it was just like, okay, let's get back to what we've been practicing, and like, here's how we should play this map. And then we did it, and like it worked out, and we had a couple good fights.
Yeah, as you said, game one was very, very back and forth. Up until towards the end, when it seemed like they were taking an advantage. Just what was it like in that moment where everyone died but Tychus? Tychus was at 30% health and the core died.
It was just honestly, I couldn't even hear myself. Everyone was like, "Core, core, core." We had like 4 people shouting at once, and it was like, and then like someone said we got it, and then someone else said no, we don't got it, and then it was just like, die on core, and it fell because Tychus was an Odin, so he was way out of the picture for me. I was zoomed in on the core, and I was like, no, it's over, and then I was like, oh, he's still alive. So it was it was definitely fun at that moment.
That was actually kind of the same thing for me because obviously when you're casting, you kind of zoom in on the core, you like at the end, and then everyone died. I'm like, no, and then I kind of went back. I'm like, wait. And then it also gave me the chance to be like, it looked like everything was gone, and then Tychus showed up with warheads on foreheads, and I love that line.
I've never heard it, but I'm gonna start using it. That's good.
It's obviously you can only use it for Tychus, or if you're talking about military history, which guess which of those I have more of an opportunity to talk about?
Totally military history, right?
Of course. One over into game number 2. Game number 2 I'm not going to spend too much time on because, I mean, yeah, they kind of showed up. It kind of felt like they... Actually, I do have one question. Did you do something to offend them in game number 2? Because I swear, they were just, like, throwing everything they could to kill you. At times, I'm like, I don't know why 4 people are going up just to kill Dahaka. Like, it kind of felt like you, like, stole one of their girlfriends. I don't know what was going on.
Well, I might have to throw an apology to them because I don't know. I guess so. I existed, and then they're like, we go top, and then I think it was just they had a game plan and they got that fort super early, and it was like, well, I'm 2 deaths down. Sorry guys, I'll try to live a little longer. But we tried to get value elsewhere on the map, and I think we succeeded for a little bit, and then it just kind of they had a couple really good fights bottom that sealed the game for them.
Early on, I would say it was you survived enough or long enough that you ended up getting bottom lane for their top lane, and bottom lane is better. So that's why I was a little bit confused. But then towards the end, they just started like showing up and just like, okay, this person's dead, and I'm sure that was frustrating to play into.
Oh, it was. I mean, we were talking about like, okay, what could we do different in game 3? Like because they did an excellent job just playing out of vision there, because like we didn't really know where they were a lot, and like they had a lot of vision tools, like especially in game 3 with the Chromie and the owls. But props to them for that. Game 2.
Well, yeah, the other thing about game 2 is that both teams had the ability to 100 to 0 the enemy tank, so not even the tank could face check bushes, and it's like you feel like the tank should be safe, and no.
That's the thing, is like sometimes as a tank you think you're tanky, and then oops, where's my health bar? But I mean it went both ways for sure that game.
It definitely did. And then lastly into game 3. Game 3, you definitely like seemed to be like very much in control. It towards the end, like they were losing keeps and you hadn't lost a fort yet. How terrifying was it whenever at one point you were up 19 to 16 and it looked like you were just like minutes away from the end of the game, and then they came back and it was 20 to 21 and they got the objective, and like just how bad did your stomach feel?
Well, I think we not great. I mean, like we were confident, and I think that game another answer to an earlier question is like the communication was like a lot better that game. Like everyone was talking, like no one was quiet, and like I think that kind of helped. And then like it continued that way even after we died on core the first time. It was like, well, we tried and we didn't really lose anything. We may have lost bottom fort and we died and we let them catch up in levels, but like the map state is still in our favor, so let's just keep playing from there.
And you definitely did play, and you were able to go ahead and get a good turnaround. Like, very explosive game. The last question I have, and I always ask a variation of this, I'm pretty sure you've answered this before, so I apologize. Why is your team called Clouded Minds?
Oh boy. Where's Star Knight when you need him? Or Ruffian? Well, I joined Clouded Minds far after it was made. It was like very early WoW. It was a guild, and then they've been around in NGS since season 2, and I joined in season 12. So, I don't have a good answer for you. I really should know my history, considering I'm like the captain this season and all that. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm not going to mess with you too much, but I was going to say I ask this every time.
I promise I'll do my homework for next time. I'll do it.
We will see. Here's what's actually going to happen. You're going to ask, you're going to give information, and then I won't cast you for 6 months, and you'll have forgotten it by the time I ask again.
Okay. I'll make a note to myself though, like, and I'll have it. I'll put it on a sticky note, put it on my computer, and then I look at it every day until we get casted again.
I'm going to say deal because that involves nothing that I have to do, so easy to agree to.
Sure.
But with that, I'll go and turn it over to you for any shout outs you might want to give.
Shout outs to you. Thank you very much for casting. We all love you and we appreciate everything you do. Shout outs to Roll1. You know, we played them almost every season and they always give us a hard time. And tonight is definitely included in that. So shout outs to them. They're a fun group. Rock has always been excellent to me. So shout outs to Clouded Minds. We've had kind of shifting players and things are a little rocky, but they definitely felt good tonight. And I love all those guys dearly and shout outs to them. And so, yeah, and shout outs to everyone who's watching because without people watching, why would you cast?
Oh, I probably still would, but I do also appreciate them. So I will let you enjoy the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Okay, keep it in mind. I'll write it on the sticky note.
Okay. And yeah, very good games. Thank you for letting me cast, and I will see you in the next one.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good night.
I almost said I'll see you in the Nexus, and I was like, I mean, that would be like super on point, but also no. It does not look like. Oh, actually, Norator is casting. Or playing. I don't think anyone is casting right now. But let's go, guys. Let's go say hi to Norator.